The moment you arrive, it just hits you. The scale, the calm, the architecture. Every line and material feels intentional, blending effortlessly with the desert around it and the mountain views that make this place feel alive.
It's just easy life here, honestly.
Right.
This one has so many features that I can't get over. This was a tinker build, and Brittany Simon was the designer, and they knocked it out of the park. But really, right off the bat, when you walk in, it's smack dab views of Camelback. It's like they picked the lot exactly to frame it with Camelback, and that's what everyone's wanting. And usually a Camelback view might be from the south or the west. So to have this east-facing yard for lots of shade was really good. It was a smart design to have a long driveway and kind of refocus the whole design around the mountain. It's privately gated. And it's very quiet around here. Lots of walkers, joggers, etc. But it's off the beaten path.
A garage built for the kind of car collection most people only dream about. A full basketball court tucked quietly behind the home, and a backyard that feels more like a private resort.
Paradise Valley is one of the most coveted places in America, not just Arizona these days. People are flocking because it's great weather 9 months of the year. There's very low crime. There's a high police population per volume. It's beautiful, quaint, and very residential. Everything is kind of centered around pools and exercise and golf and tennis and active, healthy lifestyle.
Yeah.
This is Paradise Valley living, elevated, effortless, and unforgettable.
Enter this property through the gate behind me that seems like it's a mile away. You can also see Camelback Mountain in the distance here in Paradise Valley. And then you arrive to this carport where you can fit dozens of cars and dozens more in the garages. I can't wait till you guys see inside there. But this is the brand new construction home, single story, beautiful backyard, and plenty to see. There are 6 garage doors immediately as we see from this driveway space. And there are 2 RV garage doors on the back side of the property as you keep on driving straight through the driveway. As well, you can park them back there, which is something that you don't see every day. And I've toured hundreds of these homes and not seen many of those. But as we make our way up to the front door, we are surrounded by limestone walls and landscaping to both sides. Walk up a couple of steps with a water feature upon entrance to greet us, surrounded by a variety of colorful flowers to both sides. There's also a walkway that leads into an office space. But as we head up to the front door, let's show you the inside. As we enter this home, modern light fixture above us, high ceilings already, limestone to both sides of me, and you immediately get views of the Camelback Mountain directly in front of us through the windows. But this is it, guys, a single story, brand new construction here in Paradise Valley, 6 bedrooms, 11 bathrooms, and 9,276 square feet of interior space, and we're showing every detail to you guys. So starting here in this living room, high vaulted ceilings, wood beams above us, recessed lighting and built-in speakers, of course, fireplace down beneath, surrounded by gorgeous bright marble stone. We're gonna see a good mix of different elements and different types of marble throughout this home, so stick around with us as we walk through. One detail I did want to point out is the metal wrapped light fixture to both sides of this large fireplace. And this is one of the widest fireplaces that I've seen in the hundreds of home tours that I've filmed on this channel. It almost is larger than the size of my wingspan, which is incredible. There is some storage space in this gorgeous wood finish to my left. Just check that out. That's not your typical bright white oak that you might see in some of these brand new construction homes. And we're gonna start touring this home on the left wing here. And this, brace yourself guys, this might be the best sink that you'll ever see. So follow me into this powder room. This giant rectangular rock sink is freestanding on this marble countertop and potentially my favorite stone throughout the house. And we're just getting started here as it has a violet tone to it. Also goes up almost to the ceiling above. You see two light fixtures as well surrounding this abstract mirror that seem to be hanging by a thread, if you see right there. That looks like Rapunzel's hair as the light fixtures in this powder room. Wild, guys. Have you ever seen a sink like this? I'm going to turn it on just so I show you that it actually works and wash my hands. It's a rock sink formed into this new construction home. Now that is rare to find. Toilet on the opposite side, and we are surrounded by these plaster walls. So first thing we're showing you in this house, pretty impressive, don't you think? Let's leave the powder room and we're gonna take a turn to my left, storage on my left side, and this is our home office, getting a lot of natural sunlight. We are facing that large driveway, and there are French doors that lead us to the front path of the property, leading up to the front door. High ceilings in here, just a great space to get work done, and where a lot of natural sunlight is coming in, you can look out to nature, see the sky, and almost feels like you're getting work done outside. This is also an ensuite room, as there is a bathroom and a walk-in closet. Let me show you this bathroom. Not your basic bathroom, as there are textured countertops with a curve to them, as you can fit the light fixture in it very seamless to both sides. There is also this unique glass shower with a glass door and a chevron pattern in the tile design in that shower. But follow me out of here. A lot more to see in this property as we exit your office space. And directly in front of me is a door leading into a secret room. I'm not going to tell you what that is just yet. We're not going to walk into there. You're going to follow me back into the living room and wrap around the fireplace, because already we're going to show you the primary suite. Down this hallway, check out this entrance. Now this is you entering into your bedroom. This is your bedroom hallway. French doors leading to a large outdoor patio and the backyard, where we're gonna find a beach volleyball court and a basketball court, where I'm gonna show off my skills to you guys. So through these double doors, welcome to the primary suite. Sun-drenched room entirely, wood beams above that gives it a homey feel, and this light fixture hanging in the center is also unique in your circular design, where it looks like spikes are coming down. Marble fireplace in front of our bed, and multiple doors, accordion doors that you can completely open up here in our corner, and you're just a couple feet away from the pool. So when it gets warm out here in Arizona, you can take a dip in the pool, maybe about 4 or 5 steps if you're really taking big strides into your pool from your bed. But we're gonna show you the bathroom to see what this looks like, and here it is, guys. Marble countertops once again, cabinets up above, a big mix of that wood and marble throughout this entire bathroom, freestanding tub right next to our shower, and you have high ceilings with wood paneling above us and multiple squared skylights on that wood paneling as well. A miniature version of this light fixture here in the powder room that we saw in the primary suite. Dual vanity in front of me, plenty of cabinetry. Light fixtures are actually facing the wall to give you some depth to the lighting in this bathroom, and then a recessed light shining right above the sinks. But I'm gonna show you the shower, because the shower, you have 2 chrome range shower heads. Enough space for more than 2 people though. This is a large shower. There's a shower bench in here as well, with small shower niches to both sides of this marble bench. And there are 2 doors, one to lead into the shower, one to exit, or a door for each person and that shower head. But if you follow me this way, this is where we're gonna find one of the closets and laundry. You've got your laundry in the closet, so you can do that very conveniently while you walk and just have your hamper right here, throw it into the washer, and there you go. In this door, one of our water closets, and check this out. We now have dark wood, we have LEDs. This feels like a department store, but this is the his closet, one of the bigger his closets that you'll see. There is a space to sit, there's plenty of closet space. What more could you ask for in a closet? But let's see what the one next to us looks like. Through to the opposite side, another water closet, and then the hers closet, where we find a large marble island, see-through doors to look at all her dresses, everything that she's buying, all her designer items, because you know she's gonna have designer if this is her closet. A light fixture that looks like a cymbal that you wanna hit as you're playing the drums, and everything is a lot more bright in here than we saw in the his closet. But outside, this is the secret room that I wanted to tell you about. So through this pocket door, this is a room attached to the hers closet. What do you guys think this is? I'm gonna let you guess down in the comments for a second. There are 2 fans in here. There are unique details, and as you can see, it's not furnished, not staged. They're still working on it, as obviously the elephant in the room is the ladder right here. But this is part of your wellness room, because you'll see what we've got in the bathroom. But some of the details I like here are the lighting. You can see up against the wall, it runs along the ceiling as well, which is unique, and it is built into the wall. They do that in a lot of these Paradise Valley Scottsdale homes. But enough talk, let me just show you this wellness room, because you do have a sink, dark finishes in here, lighting built into the quartzite, and then there is a Sub-Zero mini fridge to the opposite side. But this is where the magic happens in your wellness. Everybody is into this lately. Let me know if you guys are into this, honestly, because you have a cold plunge, as you can see, Dream Pod ice bath, shout out to this company, built in here. So if you want to start your morning off right, you walk through that hers closet, get a nice cold plunge in, and then on the other side, we have a sauna. Sauna that can fit 3 people and easy to control. Anyone can get one of these and put them into your home. So I think you definitely need one of these, especially living in Arizona, Paradise Valley. You might have to use this cold plunge just every day in the summer because it gets kind of hot. On the opposite side of here, you also do have a shower to rinse off, glass door in this shower, multiple shower heads in there, and then another private water closet. So that was this entire wing of the property. You do also have ecobee thermostat, so you can control the temperature in this room specifically for our wellness. And this would be, let's say, a gym, Pelotons in here, yoga studio. Do what you want with it, but it's up for imagination right now. Closet in here, and that was everything on this wing. Now let's show you what is maybe. Now let's head back to the front of the property. Let's see the kitchen. As we pass the front entrance once again, we take a turn to our right, and this is the temperature-controlled wine room. Just how I like it, 55 degrees. I could make this my bedroom. I could put a pillow on the floor and sleep in here. Once again, we have the same stone that we saw in the powder room with that magenta tone on top of the counters to both sides of me. Plenty of space for lots of storage if you're a wine connoisseur. And then there is a sink integrated into that marble back here. Linear window looking out to an olive tree in the front yard. And I also do love the tile we see on the floor. So they did a great job with the detail in this wine storage room and the wood paneling, the drop-down ceiling above us. 10 out of 10 wine room, but let's check out the kitchen next to us. Not one, but 2 center islands here in our gorgeous chef's kitchen. Above, we're seeing a vaulted skylight with beams floating beneath it. 12 cylindrical lights hovering above our kitchen islands. There's a lot to see here, and this is a chef's dream, and hopefully your guys too. Here on our first island, bright marble countertops, breakfast bar seating on both sides, and then you have this ridged wood right beneath our countertop with some drawer storage space on the bottom right there. We see more storage with some darker charcoal counters, and then if you follow me this way, we're gonna see more of these breakfast bar stools on our first island that we're seeing. Then as we step underneath that skylight, this is just an incredible view, lots of natural lighting drenching us. The second island, we're seeing slate countertops now, integrated sink with a rose gold accent in our faucet Storage space throughout on this inner portion of our island. And behind me, doors leading into some pantry storage space. And then above, you can look into all of this cabinetry with the wood backsplash LED lights, and it just looks gorgeous and shining bright. Really is the statement of this entire wall here in the kitchen. There is also a wet bar right here, as we have a Kohler sink integrated into the countertop and an ice maker down beneath, as well as fridge and freezer compartments down below. You might have not noticed that, but next to us then we do have the fridge and our freezer right here by Sub-Zero. And now look at how the wood just mixes in so well with all of the marble, the countertops, the backsplash, the LED lights, and the gold railing as our accents here to make sure everything is safe and doesn't spill over. Then we see the plaster that covers our hood vent above. What we have is a 10-burner modern gas stove. Look at that, guys, 10-burner. I don't say that too often, but when I see one like this, I gotta say it. So we see on the backsplash, there is also one of my favorite pieces, a pot filler, of course, built into that marble. This is a large slab of marble as our backsplash for our burners right there. And then down beneath, dual oven by Majestic. We see a larger one on the left side and smaller on the right. Brand new. Love that mixed into everything. It's not your typical modern oven beneath us. And then also we do have Wolf microwave built into our secondary island here. Plenty more drawer space to both sides. We have dishwasher compartment here that you don't see every day in all of these homes, and then more wood. Just the elements and the mix of everything blends so well and really makes this kitchen not feel like your basic new construction, but homey as well and cozy for it being almost 10,000 square feet. More storage space as we exit our kitchen, and then this is the formal dining room. Rounded stone light fixtures hang from chains on our wood beam ceiling above us. We have accordion sliding doors that open up in the corner leading out to the outdoor space. Then symmetrical shelving to both sides separating these dual doors, which lead us into a game room. Dining table can seat about 8 people and just the perfect place for a Thanksgiving meal right here. It's coming up soon. Let's walk through the dual doors and show you the game room, because when we're talking about games, I know you guys don't want to play me. We're seeing shuffleboard right here. Let's see if I can get a record 3 real quick. Here we go. Oh, that was pretty good. First try, first take. I got a 2. Not bad. So if you want to challenge me, let me know. Reach out. Maybe we'll do a challenge one day in one of these house tours where I'm playing you in shuffleboard. But we have that, and then we have this wet bar section. Once again, symmetrical shelving with see-through storage space to both sides, a floating wood shelf on top of this marble backsplash, and dark tones in here, more wood finishes down beneath, Kohler integrated sink, ice maker, and freezer and fridge compartments, just as we saw in the kitchen space. Before I show you several bedrooms through these doors, this is where you're going to be hanging out in more privacy than being in the formal living room in front of the main entrance of the property. This home really represents indoor-outdoor feel of Paradise Valley of Arizona because of all the sliding stack doors that open up in the corner of a lot of these living areas. So it's just a great place to entertain indoors and outdoors in every part of this property. And hit the like button right now if you want to see me make a 3-pointer in the backyard, because we're going to be doing that toward the end of the video where we show you the entire backyard oasis in a little bit. But first, there is a 30-car garage that direction, so maybe we should go over there. As we make our way back into the kitchen, there is a door leading to the side yard and then another powder room. Not a rock sink in here this time, but still an elegant powder room. One detail I wanted to point out, and that's not the wood paneled walls, the stone countertops, the floating drawer space, but this is what you don't see too often. This might look like a button, but you press it and it is an outlet here in our powder room. How many times do you want to charge your phone in the bathroom, but but there is no outlet. It blends in with the light switches next to it, so just makes for a great space that isn't too gaudy and doesn't just stand out in a bathroom. So let's leave here, back through the kitchen. This is where we're gonna find the rest of the bedrooms down here in this direction. But first, to the right, let me show you your secondary chef's kitchen. Bright LEDs, plenty of pantry storage space for all your canned goods. Opposite wall, we've got some appliances, Wolf espresso machine, Wolf microwave built in. You also do have a refrigerator with some waters. Shout out to Retzi in this property right here. They provided the waters for us. Then behind us, Kohler sink, marble counters, and in your backsplash, also this floating shelf that extends the entire wall all the way to our back wall here in the corner, and it leads us down into more storage space in this pantry for our secondary kitchen here. As we exit this kitchen, there's more to see down this direction. This would be the common living area in between 3 separate bedrooms. So each bedroom also does have their own respective bathrooms. They are all en suite, so just a nice place for, let's say, the kids to have their own rooms, and then they convene here and play games, have this as their living room, TV up on the wall, and just really make this their own portion of the house. I'm just gonna show you some B-roll and some clips of bedroom 1 with its bathroom, bedroom 2, and that unique bathroom as well. Bedroom 3 has everything that you'd need in a cozy place to live. But what I do want to show you is, if you follow me this way, this is where you have bedroom 2, 3, and then the mud room, where we're seeing the unique design on the floors, storage space to one side. A different look in here, as we have light gray walls now, dimmed lighting up above on the dark wood paneling, and then just follow me down this way before we enter into the garage. We're experiencing more of an intense, moody feeling in here as we're seeing darker tones that we haven't seen in the rest of the property, with the countertops, the tiled walls, the paneled wood ceiling, and the LG washer and dryer here in our laundry room. One detail I did want to show you is that all of the drawers in here have leather straps as handles, which you might have not seen just from that side of the camera, and you definitely can't feel it, but that is a nice touch they added to our laundry room. All right, guys, I know all you car enthusiasts are ready to see that garage, so as you walk with me and step foot into here, let's check it out. Okay, this is it. This is the beginning of the garage, and maybe you guys could tell me how many cars you think would fit in this garage. And let me just tell you, this is not the entire garage. This is just the first part of it. And we do have 4 garage doors to lead into here, brand new epoxy floors, and come on, follow me over here. The lighting above us, so bright. This really is just an auto showroom. I want to know what your favorite car is and what you'd have in here, whether it's Lamborghinis, sports cars, Audis, maybe a Prius, something that actually gets you from point A to point B. But as you follow me in this direction, door to lead to the outside, and then in this space is just for some storage. But over here is what connects us to the other portion of the garage, where you have 2 more garage doors on one side. And how many cars are we fitting in here? 30, 40? But keep coming over here. There are actually 2 large RV garage doors, as you can see, on one side leading into the property and out in the other direction, so that you don't have to back it up, make a 3-point turn in your own garage. And if you guys are car enthusiasts, stick around for next week's video, because we're going to be driving some supercars and some really high-end cars, and you don't want to miss that. So hit the subscribe button to stay tuned for more. That was the entire main house. Now we have to go to the backyard because there's a lot out there. Starting in our entertainment side of the backyard, bar seating for about 8 people, barbecue grill, built-in refrigerator down there, and you can cook up a nice family meal or serve drinks from this part of our backyard. And then as we look toward the pool, turf space, a walkway with the tiled pattern mixed into the turf, and then some gorgeous landscaping and some flowers, and then you see this vaulted covered patio section outside here. From the covered patio section, the walkway separates both sides of landscaping and leads you directly to the shallow end of the pool and our Baja shelf right here. But before we show you the rest of that pool, to my right, we have the guest house. So follow me in here. Let me show you this 1 bed, 1 bath guest house that you could call home. Guest house has everything an individual needs to survive. You have shelter, living area, full kitchen, beautiful island, breakfast bar seating, gorgeous finishes. They don't cheap out on the finishes, even in the guest room. If you follow me over here, plenty of storage space. And then something that I've never seen in a property, as you come a little bit closer, we have this Invisa Cook stovetop. Now, come even closer because I want to show you what this is exactly. This is where you control it, the Invisa Cook. You turn it on right here, and if you notice, these are just paddings. There is no actual burners that we can see, but you put them directly on top of the counter and then put your pan. It only heats up these pads. You put your pan on top, you cook whatever you're making, and then immediately when you remove it, it is not hot. Now that is unbelievable. I've never seen that in a property, and I hope they put and install more of these as long as it's safe, which I'm sure it is. That is something really cool that makes it seem like we don't even have a stovetop in our kitchen. But you see the hood vent up above that they clad on the plaster around it, blends in well with everything else that this kitchen offers. Then you have a built-in Wolf microwave on the left side, and here's where the paneled Sub-Zero fridge and freezer compartments are in our full guest house. Pretty impressive, right? So you have everything you need comfortably away from everything else going on in the main house, and you're close to the pool and the amenities of the backyard. Looking back at the pool, we see the elevated spa on the far end, and then 2 Baja shelves to both sides with a waterfall flowing down into the pool from our jacuzzi. And behind the jacuzzi, we now see a linear fire pit outdoors with a great view of the property, as you can see from this angle now. The large pool, the elevated spa, the fire pit outside, and then all of this grass space that we'll show you in just a second. But we're gonna walk down these paths because you do have an outdoor bathroom in this little home on our back left side of the property. There are 2 paths, one that will loop you all the way to the amenities where the basketball court is, and then this one on the left that separates more of our landscaping out here leads into a pool house. So this structure was built so that you do have a pool house with epoxy floors in there, very close to the pool directly in front of me. But now as we go this way, walking along this pathway to the back side of the yard, the green grass next to us, look at this property. Sprinklers are currently on, trying to avoid that. There is a sink in front of me surrounded by limestone, concrete countertops, and a built-in mini fridge. And then here we are. We have your full volleyball court, basketball court, surrounded by lots of tall hedges, making this entire lot very private. But here's what they did save for us. Come over here. We've got a basketball. But that was our entire tour of this gorgeous new construction house here in Paradise Valley, Arizona. Thank you so much to Katrina Barrett for letting us tour her gorgeous listing and the rest of the listing agents and team involved on this property. Shout out to them. Appreciate every single one of you for watching till the very end. Also, comment what city you think I should tour homes just like this one next, and subscribe when I make this shot. Let's see you on the next one. Oh my! Maybe next year.